What lurks in Jurassic World's hidden corners? Beyond the reach of visitors, there's a secret area shrouded in mystery and danger. What's inside legend says it's a place of awe and terror, hidden in plain sight. If you've watched Jurassic World, the Isla Nublar movies, or the Camp Cretaceous series, you know there are countless places we haven't seen. We know about Allosaurus and Carnotaurus, right? They're on the island, but never in the spotlight. Could they be stashed away in the restricted section? That's just the beginning. These movies and shows drop breadcrumbs hinting at even more secrets behind the scenes. Jurassic World is about more than just showcasing dinosaurs. It's about pushing the boundaries of science. The restricted section holds the key. If they kept the terrifying Indominus Rex a secret until it's revealed what other projects might be hidden away. The park isn't just a spectacle. It's a hub of relentless innovation, testing theories the public isn't ready for. Let's uncover these mysteries together. So why all the secrecy? Jurassic World never revealed its full dinosaur lineup to the public. Remember how Carnotaurus and Allosaurus were barely mentioned? It makes you wonder, what else did they hide? Here's a thought. They had Giganotosaurus DNA for the Indominus Rex, right? Could they have kept a whole Giganotosaurus back there? Just imagine a giant like that kept from the public eye. What were they thinking? We're just getting started. There's so much more to uncover, and think about the implications. If they had a Giganotosaurus, why keep it a secret? Was it too dangerous? Too unpredictable? Or perhaps it was part of an even larger, more ambitious experiment. Now let's talk about Spinosaurus. You've seen Camp Cretaceous Seasons 4 and 5. There's a Spinosaurus running around set in 2016, a year after Jurassic World fell. Could this be the same one from Isla Nublar? Manticorp was known for moving dinosaurs between islands. Plus, there's a Spinosaurus hologram in the visitor center. Coincidence? I think not. There's even a deleted scene in Fallen Kingdom with a Spinosaurus. The show's creator confirmed it's the same Spinosaurus. But did Jurassic World clone it? Did they find the remains? So many questions, right? This connection between the movies and the show opens up a whole can of worms. If the Spinosaurus was indeed relocated, what was the reason? Perhaps it was deemed too aggressive or unstable to be part of the main park exhibits. Hybrid dinosaurs are a whole new level of intrigue. Remember Dr. Wu's lab, one of the Stegoceratops? We only saw it briefly on Dr. Wu's computer. It's a mix of Stegosaurus and Triceratops plus some other DNA bits. Even though it wasn't featured in the movie, they had concept art for it in Sector 5. Can you imagine a Stegoceratops exploring the area under restrictions? Amazing stuff. It goes beyond just combining different species for effect. Every hybrid pushes the limits of what is feasible and signifies a breakthrough in genetic engineering. The Stegoceratops could have had unique abilities or traits that made it an ideal candidate for the restricted section. Maybe it was too dangerous or too valuable to risk showing to the public. While the movies didn't show it, you can actually see the Stegoceratops in action in Jurassic World Evolution 2. It's a great way to experience what this incredible hybrid might have been like in the park. And then there's the Scorpios Rex from Camp Cretaceous Season 3. This thing, codenamed E750, was Dr. Wu's first hybrid. It was so dangerous that even Simon Masrani didn't know about it. They kept it in stasis in the restricted section until it broke free. Wu said it was the first hybrid even before the Indominus Rex. Okay, so that fan idea regarding the hybrid nature of the Spinosaurus disproved. The covert experiments at Jurassic World take on a whole new dimension with the Scorpios Rex. It says volumes that it was tucked away. It was decided that this creature was too dangerous and unpredictable to be one of the key draws. It raises the question of whether additional hybrids could be hiding in plain sight. Ever heard of Deinosuchus? This massive croc wasn't in Jurassic World, but its skull popped up in Fallen Kingdom. The fact that we didn't see it in action suggests it was kept in the restricted section. Imagine the DNA they could have used from it for hybrids. A missed opportunity, right? But it still adds to the park's hidden history. Deinosuchus was one of the largest prehistoric crocodiles, and having one in the park would have been a game changer. Its removal from the main exhibit suggests that these animals are dangerous and that if left unchecked, they can create havoc. Although Baryonyx was a part of the Cretaceous cruise, some fans believe it was in the restricted section. But what about Ultimasaurus? It's a hybrid from the toy line Jurassic Park. Chaos effect, mixing. T-Rex Triceratops. Velociraptor, Ankylosaurus, and Stegoceratops DNA. It's not part of the official story, but fans love to speculate. Could Dr. Wu have been experimenting with something like this? Who knows, the idea of the Ultimasaurus fits perfectly with the theme of the restricted section. These hybrid creatures are the ultimate test of genetic engineering, pushing the boundaries of science and ethics. Let's talk about Titanoboa. While there is no solid evidence it was in the restricted section according to popular belief, this giant prehistoric snake would have been an incredible attraction. Jurassic World did experiment with snake DNA, like the heat-sensing abilities in the Scorpios Rex and Indominus Rex. But a Titanoboa in full flight, it's still only a fascinating theory. Imagine a school bus-sized snake creeping through the park. The idea of such a beast being tucked away gives one chills. Is it possible that Titanoboa DNA was tested in Jurassic World, but the monster was never completely developed? It's a mystery that adds to the allure of the restricted section. Remember the Tarbosaurus from the camp? Cretaceous hidden adventure. This massive dino is comparable to the T-Rex. It showed up subtly in the Fallen Kingdom as a background painting. Only one was cloned and kept out of sight. It fled amid the mayhem of Jurassic World and made its nest on Isla Nublar. Its destiny. Though it's still unclear, one view holds that Rexy took it out. Alternatively, it might have died in the eruption of Mount Sibo. The mystery gets more complex. The fact that it is in the restricted section implies that it was tightly controlled and only released amid the ensuing mayhem. While it was present at Camp Cretaceous, Monolophosaurus was not on display for the general public at Jurassic World. This suggests it may have been hidden in the area set aside for restricted access, illustrating the park's propensity for concealment. Perhaps these more nimble little predators were part of the efforts to make dinosaurs easier to manage or tame. The thought of utilizing these animals for hybrid research or clandestine operations is intriguing. Neither should the Indominus Rex, the most notorious resident of the restricted section, be ignored. In Patek 11, it was kept a secret from the general population until its shocking disclosure. Masrani Global misrepresented its beginnings, which begs greater concerns regarding other relevant details. The greatest genetically altered beast, the Indominus Rex, completely changed Jurassic World. The restricted section's attraction is enhanced by the mystery surrounding its origins and its enigmatic beginnings. Out of sight of nosy onlookers, what more animals were created in those laboratories? Finally, consider the Mosasaurus. It was born someplace perhaps in an area that is off limits. What additional marine animals or dinosaurs may have been housed there? The limited area may have had a whole secret ecology, not only surprises seen on land. The Mosasaurus was one of Jurassic World's attractions that showed off the park's ability to resurrect aquatic life. Is it possible that Mosasaurus was not the only one? Other marine dinosaurs or aquatic hybrids may have been the subject of covert investigation in the small area. The Jurassic World restricted area is similar to the park's Pandora's box. It contains all the mysteries, the botched experiments, and the monsters considered too dangerous for general consumption. It's a place where the boundaries of science and ethics are pushed to their limits. It's where the real action happens, away from the polished, family-friendly facade of the main park. But why keep these creatures hidden? The answer lies in the very nature of Jurassic World. It was a commercial venture, a theme park designed to entertain and educate. The presence of dangerous or unpredictable creatures would have jeopardized the park's reputation and safety record. But for the scientists working behind the scenes, the restricted section was a playground, a place to experiment and innovate without the constraints of public scrutiny. Consider the moral ramifications. Serious concerns regarding the boundaries of genetic engineering are raised by the development of hybrids, such as the Indominus Rex and Scorpios Rex. Were these studies motivated by a sincere scientific interest, or were these creatures developed purely for financial gain? These questions are answered in the restricted portion, but they also pose new ones. How much does it take to be God, and what happens if these works of art escape? The park's designers' ambition and conceit are further demonstrated by the restricted section. They thought they could manipulate nature to suit their needs. But nature always finds a way, as we have often witnessed. The devastation that followed the Indominus Rex's escape serves as a clear warning about the risks involved in tampering with nature's building materials. The restricted section, where the distinction between science and insanity is hazy, is a microcosm of this conflict. Let's explore the limited section's potential in more detail. Envision the scientific breakthroughs and technical innovations that remain unnoticed by the general audience. A scientific marvel is the capacity to splice DNA, produce hybrids, and even bring extinct species back to life. The key to new life forms, medical advancements, and environmental remedies may lie in this limited area. It could, however, also be disastrous. The obscure animals serve as a warning about the thin line separating creativity and disaster. Let's now discuss the human factor. Pioneers, these scientists were pushing the envelope of what was conceivable while working in the confined area. However, they were also engaging in risky behavior. An essential component of the narrative is the moral conundrums they encountered, the dangers they took, and the secrets they maintained. Imagine the pressure they were under, the dread of failure, combined with the excitement of discovery. The restricted section was a psychological as well as a physical place. It was a place where nightmares and dreams came together. What about the restricted section's legacy? The creatures and experiments that are kept hidden are evidence of Jurassic World's ambition and inventiveness. They serve as a warning nonetheless, even though the park is no longer there. The lessons from the restricted area still apply. The quest for knowledge and advancement needs to be balanced with duty and prudence. The restriction section serves as a reminder of the negative effects of unbridled ambition and the significance of ethical issues in scientific pursuits. There are many unanswered questions and undiscovered species in Jurassic World's restricted section. It is a mysterious place. But is it as mysterious as this? Find out now in this video. Like this video, share it with those who still seek beyond the surface, and subscribe to Erawake, where forgotten truths awaken and lost wisdom speaks again.